Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Team Liquid and the Valorant Academy here with our North American closed series.
Can't wait to get into a little bit more Valorant here, and we have another great week of games ahead of ourselves. I'm sure back for week number 2 here, and the live launch of the game. And I think week 1 delivered some really decent matches, and I think things are only going to get better from here.
Yeah, I'm expected the same, and I know that this week is actually going to be a little bit more of a, I hesitate to use the word, but I'm selectively only thinking of it, a little bit more of a toss-up week this week, as a lot of our more premier squads are trying to get their way through qualifiers for things like the Ignition series, so this is kind of more of a free-for-all opportunity for some of these squads to come in and maybe make their name known here early. Again, we normally see teams like Prospects, Code 7, they usually get towards the finals. Neither of those squads are actually in the mix this week. So far, waiting our grand finals is a squad called Premier Inked. Have not had a chance to see these guys play yet. And then we also have a team called Sorry Buddy who lost in the winners finals. I'm just going to go ahead and say it like it would be Canadian Sorry Buddy. They're going to be playing up against the winner of Mirage and Demon Time. All 4 of these teams we're relatively unfamiliar with, so it's going to be exciting to see some new faces here. We've got grand finals coming up, though, for you here, friends, in the North American Closed Series for week number 2. Premier Inc. was the team coming out of the winner's bracket. They'll be playing up against Demon Time, and it's a rematch, friends. It was 13-9 the first time in winner's bracket round number 2. Has there been enough time for Demon Time to kind of correct some of their mistakes and find revenge versus their counterparts in Premier Inc. Premier Inc. going up against Demon Time, best of 3, and the first time that these teams have squared up on Split. Witness, I believe, has been tagged by a spy cam, and there will be 2 members defensively Premier Inc. on the A site. Cole is going to be caught and kind of puts down a barrier orb. Cal in the corner, going to be able to sneak right past the Lear, but the information and the power of numbers could be good, can't be. He hides up in a corner, lines up 2 with the Collat and gets the 4th by way of headshot.
Going to have decent weapons now, Ned and Cal on the Marshals. We'll see what angles they'll be playing.
And the other interesting thing is we've already got an instance where Arena's got a lot of kills. NetG able to pull out the Marshal, and I believe finds that right through the dark cover, just spanning the angle. Found a lot of information, comes right through, finds a second. Good help from Spookity. The Lear's there to help Net get a 3rd. Meanwhile, Witness isn't able to lock down the classic shots versus Sean. And there it is, a flawless round for the defense as Premier Inc. is starting off strong and flexing every single muscle while doing it.
Sean got a couple there, but unfortunately not enough. And now 2-8. This has already been a fantastic opening first half of Demon Time. Can Premier recover anything? 2 more rounds to go.
Aggressive push. I don't know if I like this play. It will turn up in favor of them, but again, you still have the ability to work the outsides of the map if you're someone like Witness. And if he could slip all the way behind, yeah, you're in a 2v4, but he very well could find a free kill or 2. The spike is down, though, mid, and this is, again, where you see Premier Inc. going to take their mantles up. Opportunity for Spriggles. Finds one. Information on the second. He gets the wall bang, and now keep your eye. Witness in the back.
You will
Premier
not
think they're going to be
kill my
completely
ally.
safe. The resurrection's going to come through. You've got information on now where Cal is. And Witness, he's going to, get read by Sean, not find the pick. And maybe this will be the last chance here, as Demon Time very well could see their streak of offensive rounds come to a stark conclusion.
33 HP, collecting back now the trap wires as well, trying to save a bit of cash. There was a decent couple of kills coming through from Spriggles, as you see that Spookity just peeks his shoulder out from the box and allows Spriggles to get that wall bang through. And Cal will finish things up now with that nice operator shot on Spriggles. And
we haven't really mentioned it or touched on it much, but for Ned on this raise, outside of the opening rounds where we kind of commented on that paint shells play and the Marshall play early, he's had a little bit of a tough go. Nice secondary peek from Cal. Here comes the showstopper. Going to be thrown out, not going to find much value. Frosty and the Empress has Spriggles to help out for 1 pick. And again, Premier Inc. just essentially closeted up as they're going to be completely trapped to the backside of screens. The Aldrum will find a little bit of information. 1 under Raptors, 1 on the elbow. But can you turn this into eliminations? That's the big question. Good molly into the corner should force out 1. Frosty, who's just got enough space to stay alive, but here comes Sean. He forces him out behind cover. There's 1. Careful. Threads the needle between his teammates, not to find any actual team damage, as Spriggles finds another. But again, Premier Inc. are not out of this yet, as they found the way to get the trades through, and the retake will be good to finish off the half, but still, you're looking at that 8 next to Demon Time, and you're feeling good about that from the attacking point of view.
I think the real winner there was Witness coming through the Hunter's Fury. That got the kill onto Camp. Oh, sorry, that coming through for Sean rather, getting the kill onto
yeah,
Frosty,
Sean.
and that's how they sort of really open up the rest of that round. But it's only 4. It's 4 they desperately wanted, but it's very similar to what we saw in the lower bracket here. It's an 8-4 start, and now the recovery for Premier, who have won against Demon Time before, but they're looking like they're in a little bit of trouble this time around. Frosty had seen that no one pushed up, and that's all they needed to do. Camera will now spot the rest of the push, or rather outrun.
Just can find one, and again with the Stinger, that's pretty good value through. Curtis going from the shadows will actually find his way onto the site. Gets read though by a recon dart. Campy will finish the kill. Cole up top, nothing for him to find, and it's just down to Frosty and 12 HP on the site itself. You're going to get a little bit of help from Spriggles up top, who's been good, to be fair, on the retake, but this would provide for something incredible, and it will not occur this time around. A big round, obviously, for Premier Inc., as they need to find everything from here on out. 12-5 the score. Bike does get planted in the nick of time. Frosty up top, 1v1 versus Sean, can't pull it. Curtis for the trade. Can't be now in a 1v3, and he's going to be double-teamed from the D side of the spawn, and Demon Time will clutch up and find the 13-5.
Yeah, they had a completely dominant series, a completely dominant map that was pretty much all going their way. A few rounds here or there being recovered by Premier Inked, but otherwise not looking too good there for Premier to start things out with.
It's going to be Bind up next, and Demon Time will start on the defense. So it's a 1-0 map count for Demon Time. Premier Inked here on Bind. Have to find a way to get things going onto offense sooner rather than later, you feel. And of course, things will start in the pistol. And to be fair, this is where Premier have looked good in the past. They've done well in the pistol rounds previously. You feel like they really would love to start this map off on the right foot by doing that again.
Spookity trying to just hide the spike up there. I don't think it can. I mean, no one would be able to pick it up, so that's probably ideal. He's just playing pass the spike back to himself. It'll be the 2-3 setup. I think this is going to be Campy, or rather Frosty, moving over towards B. So 2A, 3B is now more standard than the opposite. I think in beta it was more common to see the other way around. It used to be 2B, 3A. Now, looking at how teams are playing this, early traps should be set up over towards both showers and also towards short. And yeah, I see it. We're back into playing this game again, aren't we? Early cage use. That is defensive utility gone for Premier as the imminent push comes through.
The take will be good initially. Curtis holding his life. Stim Beacon down. Could do well with the Spectre. You see that obviously there is the Barrier Orb, but it's going to be an immediate wrap back through Hookah. It's just Cole left over here. Tries to get a slow orb off, and he's really trying to work his way through this Sky Smoke, but will be spammed up. Hunter's Fury, a little desperate here for Witness. Won't get any tags that I can see yet. Tries for one more, will connect, but again, this is a 3v5 retake situation where everything's coming one-dimensionally, and this is a really great peek for Cal as he lines up 2 from the backside of elbow. Witness now by himself in a 1v5, and you feel like he's just going to save the Vandal and hope he gets a couple exits. And at this point, is this the one moment where Premier Inc. can really kind of swing this game around? Again, they fell early.
And the push is going to come through now. I don't know if Demon Time are prepared for this. Where's the side case? Spriggles is going to get pushed.
Oh, the Boombot you thought was going to be enough damage to find the easy kill, but there's no such thing as an easy kill on Spriggles, apparently, as he takes down 2. Spike planted, flank from Witness, good to clear up Spice Market. Spriggles for a 3rd. Sean now, 1v3. The Barrier blocking line of sight, just a touch. There's one of the Frosty, breaks it for a second. Oh my goodness, Sean snaps to the 3rd as well. Unbelievable.
I'm going to be honest here. That is definitely the best play I've seen so far this tournament, this week anyway. Spriggles, I thought this was going to be it. We saw the huge snap coming through from Sean in the previous round with the Stinger. That was impressive, Alan. Then we saw what Spriggles did there. He was able to get a spray down when he gets both the Boombot, or rather the Boombot, and also 2 players in a row. But then that coming from Sean, he one-up Spriggles himself. He one-ups himself from earlier on. Wins around by himself as well. 3 kills to his name on that tank. Stops the defuse. No one was checking towards showers. What are Demon Time doing? Sorry, what are Premier doing? They're just not looking towards...
Done.
First blood for Campy this time through mid-dirt. Vicus maybe going to follow this up. As you see, it's in the hands of Spooky. I'm still trying to collect myself from that 3K. I'm not going to lie to you, Kevin. Oh my goodness. Potential for both Empresses to be popped this round. Just keep that in the back of your mind. And Premier Inc. with the life advantage also have a resurrection if they need it. Sean, he's going to try to scout things up. The entry fragger here, if you want to call it that, up the Aldrum. We'll find information on the Cole in the corner. Plus one more outside. And there it is. Now it's just down to one.
Drop the orbital strike until you are threatened with another defuse. And now, a push coming through from B. These members are stuck here. Look at this, Sean connects onto two.
He just took a little bit too long to hit the triggers on the second. You thought he was going to line up a couple, but it doesn't make a difference. Ned finds one with the paint shells. Spookity and Cal find the response kills immediately afterwards, and the take of the B site's going to be good. 2v4. Demon Time stuck at the A site, and they might have to chalk this to just save what they have.
It's for sure a 5-2 scoreline here, and that is a big turnaround considering what we saw on to split. That was a fairly one-sided game in Demon Time's favor. And Premier are making this one a lot more competitive, at least to start things out with. They will be saving another 5 guns. Their economy is great. Demon Time are struggling immensely.
You talked about round 5 being a potential swing round. That one was kind of nullified. Yeah, Premier Inc. come away with a little bit of advantage because they get the spike down, they win the round. But this one is really going to be a major impact on what happens for the rest of this first half as we go into round number 8.
Hunter's Fury, but 4 versus 5. Can Ned connect? I don't think Ned's connected with a single showstopper kill across 2 maps now, so still unfortunate for him.
Back to the pistol, where Premier Inc. have been very good. It's going to have to be that way here, you feel, as that camera does not see, I don't think, as much information as they wanted. Might not make a difference. A lot of damage, but the kills actually turn up in favor of Premier Inc. The spike is down. And Campy, he's going to read one more player coming through Hookah. Cole was trying to pinch late.
Spookity is going to make this a lot more competitive, though. 2 versus 1, you got to feel the 2 should win this one. And Ned confirms it with the headshot. Frosty unable to get too much done over towards A. But the early push coming through from Premier, so important and so fruitful as well. They were able to drop the spike right away. And after that, they confirm where the push is coming. They confirm enough information just off getting the spike on the floor.
But Premier not looking as solid on this hold as maybe you would think, as there's one player who's made their way over into the Lamps area. Spriggles has found his way onto the site itself for a potential plant, and Ned with this Marshall is completely smoked out. He's not able to find anything with it. So Sean and Spookity will find 2, but they still have to find a way to retake. And if Spookity finds his double, it should be good here with a 5v2. Barrier orb will be placed, and that will block off this rotation completely. Cal's actually waiting in the corner, and he'll find the double from up top. Easy retake, and the spike will be defused, not a problem. But at least for Demon Time, you got it planted. 7-7 we go. Marshall still in play. Obviously, the full ARs here for Demon Time. Can they find a way to get first blood? They've been good getting the first blood secured in the past, especially on their attacking side from Split. Obviously, a much different environment and venue here. Aldrome dealt with Cal could potentially be in a little bit of trouble. He needs some help. Goes out for the chow. He finds one. Able to stay alive. Self-heal comes off. It looks like Demon Time will try to back away, but they will not be allowed to as Premier find the second kill in the round.
Cal is very confident about repicking that one. I thought it was a little too dangerous. He should have gone down there for sure. The expected play from my book would have been just a wall up, stay safe, get a bit of heal in there if required, and just use that information that they challenge for it. He believes in his teammates to be able to push with him, and they'll be rewarded with a kill. 2 kills, in fact, and now Demon Time will struggle to walk up. There's 2 players here, one on the left, one on the right, and Spriggles has to check.
Still good. Spriggles will find a counter. Campy cannot get away. Demon Time, the only opponent in front of them now is the Sova. It's Sean with a Bulldog. Not a lot of information that he could potentially use here. He's got to recon a couple of shots. He's going to hear a lot of footsteps. Paint shells will go just beyond him. A little bit of damage confirmed. Spike not fully committed to getting planted yet. And Spookity's allowed to come back through Hookah for 2. And it would have been still an incredible take for Demon Time considering the numbers, but that's a clean hit there for Premier Inc. to make sure the Spike never gets planted.
Now we're walking into this round where, let's see what we can do. Shorty in hand and no kill.
Oh, Shorty had its best opportunity to really kind of make its presence felt, but Sean was not interested, even through the recon dart.
Still got 1 minute here to see what we can do. 3 members stacked over towards B again, and we're very commonly seeing 3 over to B. Now Ned will see the first push coming on in, and the confidence to try and go back in, but Ned will just stop it in its tracks.
Goes for a bit of an ambitious paint shells and showstopper. Again, he's still empty on his showstopper connections, and still plenty of time to flip this back to B. The only player here is going to be Campy. The Empress still has a lot of time left. Incendiary into the doorway. Can't be on top of the site itself. Trying to get cleared, but can't be finds one. Is there going to be the trade? No, there will not be. It should be a 2v5 situation for us if we hit over to A.
Smoke's down.
We're just trying to make some noise over towards B. It was always going to be a fake. You see the spike was over towards Showers already. We're going to end there for sure. But with Spriggles down, that's already going to be a major slowdown. A lot of util being spent by Premier to stop this plant, and so far that's been successful.
Plant does come through. Cal able to find one from the top side of heaven. He's going to need to find a couple more, though, in this 3v4, even though the numbers look good for Premier Ring. The post-plant setup is pretty solid. Sean will find good information and a pick. Cal able to connect with the operator again, which I believe was actually through the walls of Bath. That'll be enough to get the numbers in for the final kill. Premier Inc. now up 11-8. Spookity finds a kill. Barrier orb to boost. Over the top. Kel can't find the pick. Tries for the box shot. Also not going to connect. The third one will connect. Sean another as he's able to double up, and it's just down to one. It's Witness. He gets baited out. He's able to find one, but the information on him is good. Recon dart will be placed, but it's Ned who cleans things up. And Premier Inc. on map point, trying to send this to a map 3. A couple SMGs will be able to bring full armor, but again, the problem in these last handful of rounds has just been the operator presence from Premier Inc. Your attempt, hit out of hookah, looking okay, but Sean, he's able to find 2. Turning back around, Sean will find a 3rd. Witness tries to push through. He might find one for free. He does. 2v2. No resurrection available from either squad. Spike going to be planted by Witness, and the defense of Premier, they're going to be split hitting this. One from B long, and one from the defensive side screen tunnel. Information good on the spike. Cam Spookity able to line up not just one, but how about 2 headshots on the retake? Premier Inc. gonna take the map 13-8. We're heading to Ascent for the 3rd.
Yep, and these retakes have been great. Spookity's going to finish off the last couple of kills. Split retake, exactly what you want to see. Aldron has peeked it out as well. They knew they had the time to work with. They were already in position before the spike came down. Really late plant there. Again, enough pressure to really deny that one through. And then as the Aldron picks up one with the recon dart, and then also confirms the location of the second one pretty nearby as well. They would have just seen it on the mini-map. That's enough for Spookity to go in. And the fact that they even gamble stack 4 members on B twice in a row shows you the confidence to say, hey, okay, Spookity solo defending A, that was pretty rough. We'll admit we have the orbital strike there. We took a bit of a risk. They went A. We believe they're going to go B. We strongly believe they'll go B, and they are rewarded for that one. 4 defenders really made that defense happen, really made the retake in the 2v2 a lot more possible. And well, I think Premier really just won that on the defense because the attack was good for 5 rounds, and then they went down 5-7 overall. But the defense is where they made the magic happen, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a 7-5 half, so an 8-1 second half there for Premier Inc. We've got a map 3 coming forward, Admiral. We haven't had one of these here in a while, as we're going to be treated to not just the map 3, but we're also going to see our second instance of Ascent on the evening. Frosty's able to live, and he actually gets a little bit of help from a boost. That's actually an enemy wall that comes through. So he's now on top. He finds one, reads a second down low, able to get the dismiss out. Showstopper's going to come out, but Ned, he has been 0 for everything on the Showstopper, and Demon Time gets the retake. Are you kidding?
5 HP and survive that one shot. And now the spike's on the floor.
This feels like a frustrated push that we got a Premier Ranked. Even pushing through the slow orb that was placed.
You will not
2 for
kill
1
my
trait.
ally.
Resurrection going to be used. We're still holding an angle. Shot's not good though. So now Witness has to be the one to hold on. Frosty from this market. He's able to get a second headshot. Spriggles another. Leaving it to a 1v1. Witness is going to get the angle, but misses the shot of Spook, and he takes his head off. And it feels weird to get hyped about what is the first round win for Premier Inc. as it comes in round number 11.
I'm in time now. We got to walk in on this. That is a major pickup for Cole. Spriggles, if he uses the Nero Theft, might be able to do the 1v3. Ned, okay, this time he's not going to get the kill, but that's because I don't think Spriggles will push into it.
Well, Rocket Fuse is
Well,
about
does
to
he?
expire, and he will
Okay.
get the kill.
That's gifted. That's a gifted one.
The
He
one where
felt
you
bad
thought
for
he
Ned.
wouldn't get a kill is the one that he does. But it's 12-2. Again, here in the closed series, at the end of the broadcast, we'll tell you more about the open series if you're out there wondering how you could potentially participate. So don't go too far if this one was to end suddenly. As you take a look at the weapons that are in the mix, no way to assume that that could be the case. It is mostly just SMGs and Marshals.
Campy's gone deep right now. Can he actually do this? He swings through for one and dismisses out of the way. That is brilliant from him. Look at Ned as well. How has he done this? Premier has now opened up this round, the possibility to still win this. Frosty's got to do it all on his lonesome. No Empress yet. Needs 2 kills here. And he's up against 4 alive.
He's getting flanked as well, and Sean will find the headshot through the wall to clean things up. Big round there for Premier Inked. Barrier orb placed early. Owl drone will be used to try to scout things out over towards A. Cole in the middle. Does not expect Ned to be there, and I guess why would you? But Demon Time getting first blooded, left with the 4v5, and that's the resurrection that's also off the table here for Demon Time.
Premier are making more and more risky plays as we are moving through this, and they need to do something like that to try and win rounds back. And so far, it is succeeding. Ned gets a 2nd kill, and that might be worth it so far. Showstopper. That's going to be more. Oh my goodness, Ned. He's opened this round up again. He was responsible for the last one. Paint Shells got a couple of kills that gave him 3. And now the showstopper for all of the criticism we handed towards him for the showstoppers earlier than this. He's turned online now.
Trying to work mid-map. Curtis has found himself the Spectre here for this round. As he's trying to work his way in, Lear will be placed to clear the corner. Nothing there. Dark cover will be put out just to make sure that the defensive side at spawn stays covered. Shots coming through, I believe, tagged up a couple. Campy has the information that this hit's coming through, and he'll just keep his life. Shrouded Step will actually cut across. This is the B site taken. Campy finds one, just misses the information on another, but Curtis will find the trade. Ned now from the back side of the hut. He's got the ability to try to find Frosty. He's able to work the angle. The spike not planted yet. Still has some time to be planted still, as there it comes down. Spookity for another. Good information on the site itself. Curtis has been tagged. And, well, not a lot of HP for Curtis to play with. We'll try to bait out a Shrouded Step, but Cal deals with it. Premier Inked on a roll here.
And we talked about the fact that Premier Inc. seem like a better defensive team. I don't know if that's because their offenses look so shocking that really the only thing you're looking at here is, well, if it's this bad on the offense, then surely it's got to be something better on the defense. But I think they mainly won by on the defense anyway, so that's kind of what I'm going off on here. And they need, again, a miracle defense, a perfect defense to be able to actually win this.
Meanwhile, over towards A, Cole finds the opening first blood. Here comes the take. The barrier orb will not stop this for long enough. It has to be killed. Spookity and Ned find 2. Cole with the resurrection into play, but not going to keep Curtis alive. Hunter's Fury will stop the plant. Sean, is he going to find the kill? He does. And he tags up, I believe, one more. Sure does. Orbital Strike also used in a 2v4 situation. Breaks loose. Frosty and the Empress has to make the play. Denies line of sight from the Lear.
Empress gone.
Is planted, and Campy finds the kill. Premier ain't able to get the retake off.
And Premier Inc. hold on. Huge plays by Sean as well to stop the plant initially. That Hunter's Fury, I think, makes or breaks that entire defense. So far, the defenses look pretty clean.
And again, if you think back and look at what happened in the Losers Finals, Demon Time did not have a problem on their offense there versus Sorry Buddies. So we'll see how this decision-making maybe impacts things as Sean just holds the corner. Able to find first blood onto Curtis. And backs away to keep his life as he was about to be challenged by Spriggles. Cal finds the pick. Oh man, this is looking really dire here for Demon Time. They work their way onto the site. They do find one pick. Cal's going to be slowed up top. This might actually lead to a spike plant. But Sean's able to find one with the shock dart, bounce pass. That'll do well. Owl Drone will find information on the retake. But watch out for Frosty on the flank here. He's making his way up top. He's going to have one for free. Tries to transfer over to the second, but doesn't hold the trigger down long enough for the first kill. This is a 2v3. Has to be kills from the front. Sean's able to find one. Frosty getting his way back in. Goes for the overheal. Bomb not being defused yet, and Sean will get the one tap up top. There's the spike defusal, and Premier Inked still alive, still looking strong.
Don't call it a comeback until we see at least 10 rounds from Premier
Yeah.
Inc. I think that would be my standard right now. That is the benchmark that Premier Inc. would need to be able to find. Now, A has not been successful for Demon Time, not for multiple rounds in a row. They're going to attempt over towards B. There's a solo defender here. Campy's got to do it all on his lonesome. Campy might want to ult this. If he gets in trouble, he has to layer an Empress and then try and hold on for as long as possible.
He's getting spammed at and somehow gets away with the kill. Dismisses, finds one over through the alley. Sean's able to find a response. That was through B main. Cole's made his way through, but they've lost the spike. Have to go for the recontest to get there. They're going to use the orb just to block it, so just so they can get this here. And man, it's not one you want to give away. Showstopper going to be 3 for 3, not the case, but does move double box. Curtis at a range, able to find a couple of shots. Spriggles for 2, Curtis for the third. Not done yet though. 2v2. Resurrection's available.
Spriggles is the
walking
biggest
for
player
mid.
now. Spriggles can stop this all. He's in position to maybe even stop the Riz. That's how they can win.
Cal gets the res off, but Spriggles will find number 3 and number 4. Brilliant call, Avril. Comes through as if you're reading it off of a script, and we'll watch the replay back one more time, but Demon Time will be your champions. 13-7. We saw an incredible 3 maps from these two teams. Again, here with our closed series for week number 2 in the Valorant Academy presented by Team Liquid.